Tonight, did Q just explain how the mainstream media is going to spin the HRC UMA salacious video? Hi, I'm Craig and welcome to Just Informed Talk. For those of you who have subscribed, I always start out by saying thank each and every one of you. You guys are what make this channel work. Without you, this channel would be nothing. And I always take the time to thank you. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and come over here to the landing page, and then right here you'll see the big red subscribe button. Go ahead and click that. Hit the bell for notifications because, as I always say, as soon as this information becomes available to me, I will make it available to you. Now, getting into Q, some things that we should go over today, and they're pretty important. And another thing I'm going to get into a little bit later in the video is the booms and how they're connected to the Q map and what the Q map says about the booms. But we're going to go ahead and look right here at the latest Q post. And it was posted earlier today. And pretty cool. Apparently he got this screenshot, I think, off the CBTS underscore stream on Reddit. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's reddit.com/CBTS underscore stream. If you guys want to check that out. A lot of breaking info about Q and the post, and there's a lot there you could get. But here's the article. It's called "Here Comes the Fake Videos Too." Artificial intelligence videos tools make it relatively easy to put one person's face on another person's body with new traces of manipulation, or with few traces of manipulation, excuse me. I tried it on myself. What could go wrong? Now, here's the actual article on the NewYorkTimes.com. And if you go through the article, it kind of explains this technology. And I've seen this before. This is the technology where you can basically superimpose people's face, like they underlay your face beneath a live video stream or a video that has been made, and you can actually manipulate the video to do what your face is saying. So here's a picture of him, this reporter. He's giving his initial inputs to the system. He has to do certain facial moves and say certain things and use his face and move his eyebrows around and everything in a certain way to let the computer kind of algorithmically log each and every one of his movements. Then the computer processes that information and it can transfer it into another person's face. So you see here, this is somebody who I'm not familiar with on Ellen, because I don't watch that show, and most of the people who would appear on that show I probably would not support in a million years, besides a select few who do it just for the sake of facing the leftist medias. And now here he is on the guy from the Jurassic Park movie, I believe, Pratt, I think his name is, or whatever that this guy is, and here he is on it looks like, I don't know, Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, what's scary about this technology? I think this is him, Jimmy Kimmel. But what is terrifying about this technology is the video drop. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to look at this post here. Now what we're going to talk about is basically how this is the thing. Now, another thing, I want to say thank you because everybody reminded me. I had a previous video where people had to clarify this for me, that 5.5 means loud and clear. So 5.5 is loud and clear. And people have speculated that this video is an X-rated video, and it's of HRC with Huma Abedin in some kind of disgusting sexual in nature video that I can't speculate on because I don't know what it is, but I can tell you that that's something that it could be very disturbing. And the whole post about put it up in Times Square, that's what it's referring to. So I was going to go back to that. Well, I can't really find it. You guys know what I'm referring to. It says post the video in Times Square. But so what this is getting into, though, for me, Okay, if you take what this technology can do, and you simply apply it to the principle of how the mainstream media is going to try to spin this video if it were to be dropped, okay? The first way I believe they would spin it is they would say this technology had been used. Okay, that it's not their real faces, that's not them, that's not because it would be, think of it this way. It would be much easier for people to accept the fact that it was a fake, a forgery, and an untrue, edited, fabricated video than to accept the truth that it's the people that you look up to probably the most next to clergy, would be like politicians. Which is sad because politicians usually aren't the best people in the world, but certain people come along and they are good people, such as Donald Trump, our president. So, but this is how they're going to spin it. This is the whole point. I think it's just fascinating that Q is giving us this heads up. I mean, he's basically saying to us, here, we'll read what he posts. He says, try, as they might. Fail, they will. No free passes, mainstream media, Q. And they're in a kill box. So we are going to destroy the mainstream media, metaphorically speaking. So you have to understand that there is a certain new technology that exists that can do these things, and then if you take that and put it on top of how the mainstream media can spin it, and then how they can spin it to their dwindling but still massive swath of Americans who watch, listen, and obey. That's their modus operandi for watching the news. They don't need or want to have critical thought when it comes to what they watch. They just want to be fed what it is, which is why I always try in my videos to make you guys participate, because it's almost out of the fact that I know how much greater our channel will be when you guys comment. I know how much greater our voice will be when you guys get involved, when you guys click the subscribe button, when you guys comment on the videos, when you guys comment and talk to each other and develop these great perspectives. I mean, I've been reading through these videos. I'm getting now hundreds, 800, 900,000. I mean, easy, quickly in all my videos for comments, and on top of that, collectively, we've had thousands and thousands and thousands, not tens of thousands of comments by now. So there's so much information going back and forth that they can't control. They can't control it all. So I encourage you all to go to the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm on the right path. I'm giving you my opinion, and I'm hoping you'll help me continue to sharpen my opinion and my thought process here by always. And I appreciate even the people who are critical of me in the comments genuinely want this channel to be successful. They're giving me insights, on how to speak or how to do it, but they're critically analyzing what I'm doing, and then they're giving me feedback, and then I'm going to take that feedback and put it in. You people know who you are. I've responded to a lot of quote comments and thanked you, even if it was critical input. So I'm not encouraging you all to go criticize me, mind you, because I think I'm doing it pretty well here. I don't need your input in that regard on a broad scale. But it's nice because you get a lot of people who come in here and say, look, Craig, do this, or I see the video and it does this. But then also you get the people that come in, the people who I like the most, who the majority of our commenters are the ones who come in and say, look, this is a fact that you missed. This is something that I have been researching. This is a topic that I'm interested in. This is something you haven't covered yet. That's what I really, really like. That's my favorite thing in the whole sphere of YouTube that I have created here, this channel, that I shouldn't even say that we have created, we the people, that is. And it's just fascinating, and I don't want to get into a tangent there, but thank you all for all your support. It's really not gone missed now, or it's not gone unnoticed, I should say. Now, this is great from the CBTS Reddit stream. We have Q, actually, this guy, J Holmes 55, is saying that Q actually pulled his screenshot from CVTS underscore stream. And that's awesome. That just proves that Q is not just on the 8chan. He's not just on the 4chan. He's not just on the Reddit. He's literally everywhere that our patriots are, which means it, by my logic, which is not, is the most sound of all, but that who knows, he could come to this video, watch it, and then maybe pick one of you off the comment boards. I mean, that's literally how broad I think this Q thing is. I don't think it's just subjugated to one part of the internet. I think he's literally looking for places where the conversation is robust, where the research is valid, and or the research is earnest, I should say, because not everybody's going to be valid. That's impossible. But you guys are incredible. I can't stress this enough. How much of a pleasure it's been for me to just to be the host and to take you through all these posts and to hear your feedback and then try to work that into these episodes and make it a collective effort. So I encourage you guys to keep doing it. Keep making these videos huge. Keep making these comment boards blow up, because that's what they don't want. They don't want this free exchange of information where I'm looking at comment boards and reading hundreds of and thousands of comments that of smart, well articulated, thoughtful, insightful, incredibly in-depth analysis from all of you guys, and it's incredible. Thank you. I'm so excited for the fact that we have such an amazingly broad and dynamic dialogue going. So keep it up. If you guys keep that up, I promise I will continue to produce this content and get it to you as soon as it becomes available to me, because that's the whole point of this channel. Now, this was something that was brought up by one of the commenters that I want to talk about. Rainmaker. It's a hacking tool that was uncovered by WikiLeaks in the Vault 7 dump, and I know I kind of knew about it. I saw something about it before, but is this the way that the commenter put it together? It was interesting. He just kind of pointed it and said, "Look, it's the make it rain thing," and it's not just one commenter really. It was like dozens, but he said the make it rain thing could make it rain be referring to Rainmaker, and then Rainmaker be connected to Kim Jong-un, and then Kim Jong, then in the fact that he's the South Koreans or somebody put this malware into their systems and basically crippled them, and that's kind of where this capitulation is coming from, where they're trying to de-escalate tensions and talking about even denuclearization, which is amazing. That's an amazing step in the right direction. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. You guys can go check this out. You can put Rainmaker v 1.0, just search it here on wikileaks.com. You guys will find it for yourself, and it will explain everything that is. But that was cool to me. Now, what I was going to get into with the booms, okay? So as you can see, I've had a lot of people talk to me about what boom means, how it's related to all this. How does it fit into the narrative, right? You got boom, 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 and then you have him explaining what the first boom was. People made good observations referring to the booms that were explained as being associated with the first boom revealed. Did you catch it? The last will be magical. People have connected magical to the Magic Kingdom. People have connected the first boom to the article that was put on Drudge Report, referring to, it said, boom, United States will become the #1 oil producer in the world by 2023, I want to say. That's going off memory, so take that with a grain of salt. But what we're going to look at here is how does that connect to the Q map, okay? Now, all great thoughts that I've heard, but how does it connect to the Q map? Now, I know this is different because it's talking about the mystery booms, but look, mystery booms. And then there's this arrow. Now, if we follow this arrow, well, it looks like it leads up to a lot of different things. Let's see what it leads up to. If we follow this all the way, see, we're following it. All right, here. It comes up as Pine Gap, Australia. Breakaway Civilization, Area 51. MJ-12, Majestic 12, President Harry S. Truman, 1947, and it ends here at DUMBs, Deep Underground Military Bases. Dulce, New Mexico, which is, I believe that's misspelt. I think that's with a C. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which I think is the real Area 51 in my opinion. DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. S4, Mars Sedona. Fascinating. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. As usual, I'm going to try to make a habit of posting the link to this QAnon map in the description, so that if you guys want to look up, and I mean, you look at this map, that's just one thing I picked out of this map that I thought was interesting that I looked up. And I'm going to put this up for you guys, and on it, like, please let me know what you think. Let me know, literally, if you see something on here that's a connection, just bring it up. And don't be afraid to take screenshots. Well, you can't post screenshots in the comments, but you can always find me on Twitter and give me a screenshot there at Justin_formed. Or you can find me on Facebook. I have a Justin Formed Talk page, which a lot of people have gone and found on their own. Even though unfortunately, I don't really keep up with either of those pages too often, but I appreciate people who come and comment and work on those. Right now, YouTube is the focus. We'll get into Twitter and everything later. But I am working on getting into DTube and Steemit. So look forward to that coming up in the future. You guys will be able to find me on DTube and Steemit. I'm working on putting all that together now, but for now it's just YouTube. So you guys can come find me here. But that's going to be it for today. This is a fascinating piece of an article, fascinating piece from New York Times. Even though sometimes they can be the most liberal in the world, they're actually pretty good in this sense. Now, and that's going to be it for today. I want to thank everyone for watching. Again, I always want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are really the salt of the earth. You are what make this channel possible. Without you guys, it would be nothing, and I mean that wholeheartedly. So thank you. And if you're looking for a way to support, as I always say, come here to the landing page, and the least you could do, it's like giving me $1. You know, it's you're donating without having to donate anything. All you got to do is come here, click the red subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the bell for notifications, because I will always make this information available to you as soon as it becomes available to me. And if you're looking for another way to support the channel, I certainly encourage everybody to come over here to patreon.com. So what you do is you go to Patreon, Patreon.com. You go ahead and click in the search bar, Justin Formed Talk right here. You come to this landing page and you do the same thing. Click the red button. You can become a patron. You can give whatever you'd like, anything from $1 to infinity. I'm not going to tell you what to give. You can check out my rewards and my goal. And you guys can definitely get involved. There's cool ways to get involved with the channel through this effort. I actually have a couple sponsored. They're not sponsors. I'm going to rephrase that. I had to rephrase it all. They're going to be our featured Patreon patrons, and I already have looks like 2 lined up, and that's great. So all you have to do is come to this channel. You can check it out for this page on Patreon, Justin Formed Talk. You can check it out for yourself, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. You can go to patreon.com/JustinFormedTalk, and it will tell you everything you need to know to get involved with the channel, and you can even get a direct correspondence with me via email, which is really cool, I think. So enough for the self-promotion. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it with this final comment. Okay. God is here for you. I end all these videos the same way because the topic's interesting, the subject's important. Our country needs to go through this second American Revolution where, we dump the globalists and the pedophiles and Luciferians for a reaffirmation of our love of God, country, or God, family, and country. And that being said, if you have been lost, if God is not important to you, if you have been experiencing a more atheist or agnostic existence, and maybe wondering why that you still seem to feel unfulfilled, I can tell you why. And I'm not trying to be too preachy here, but it's because you just need to open your heart up to God and let Him come in. Because as soon as the Lord comes into your life, a few things happen. The first thing that happens is you have an overwhelming feeling of peace and joy. And that's just right off the bat. And then the second thing that happens is the burden is lifted off your shoulders, because um, you're not alone anymore. Okay, the world is not a dark and cold place. It's a light and warm place, because God is giving you His light and His warmth for you to live in His glory. And the third thing that happens if you pray and you work hard and you are diligent and you do what you have to do to make sure that you're living by what you believe God wants, then the blessings come. And the blessings are so many. I can tell you personally, I've been blessed. I've had God in my life for my whole life, and I'm thankful for that. But just to get into a little personal note, I at one point was not as diligent in my faith as I should have been, and I didn't open my heart up to God as much as I should have. And just speaking from experience, if you're feeling that pressure of life, if you're feeling the depression, the sadness, the anxiety, the guilt, or whatever it may be, whatever motivation, whatever feeling is in your life, it's never too late to come back to the Lord. He is here for you always. So just say a prayer. I always pray for all you guys. I wish you all the best, and I want the best for you. So just open your heart to the Lord, and He will bless you in so many ways that it'll surprise you, but it will be one of the best surprises and the biggest blessings you ever had in your life. So I'm going to leave it there. I want to say thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I just want to say thank you for coming to the channel and tuning in. Stay tuned for more. There will be more, I promise. I'm Craig. This is Just Informed Talk. God bless and Godspeed, Patriots.